Okay, part one, we did the deck. Sam hasn't stopped coming up and down those steps. He's playing on it, and even though there isn't a mud kitchen, he's calling it my mud kitchen. Hannah has come to me with a plan for a mud kitchen, one that she likes, she's seen on Etsy. I think we can do better. I think we can try and pinch the dimensions from it. And I think we can also do it a whole lot cheaper. So another trip down to B&Q. We picked up some supplies. We've got a few bits here as well. A bit of ironmongery we need to pick up for the hinges, things like that. And of course, kitchen utensils. So I'll put some music on and I'll cut some wood. One of the aspects to this mud kitchen is there's going to be a chalkboard. Whether he does doodles, writes menu choices, he's only 3, more likely to be doodles. I've got a piece of ply. This came from a kitchen cabinet, it's veneered. I'll paint it with some chalkboard paint. I want it to be sandwiched within these 3x2 rails. Now, one thing I'm thinking is I could just very easily screw from the back, but I think what would be a good option is if we use the table saw, we lower the blade to maybe, an inch, half inch or so, and run these rails through a couple of times, adjusting the rail each time, make it, as wide as that ply, and then hopefully the ply should just slot in and should need no need for fastenings, glue, anything like that. And as the wood contracts and, shrinks, it contracts and expands, it should be fine. It shouldn't affect the ply at all. So what I'll do is I'll run these rails through the table saw and we'll see if we get a nice fit. Right, that went really well. I'll try and get it in on the camera there. As you can see, there's a little slither left in the middle there. So what I'll do is I'll get a little chisel on there and try and break that little bit out. But I can already see that it's going to be perfect for the size of... I can see it's already going to be perfect for the size of the ply I have. So I'll quickly... No trouble. These are the 2 grooves we've now cut out, and as you can see, trying to do it one-handed. So very little gap that side, and very little gap that side. As you can see, that slots in there absolutely fine. And then as these pieces are already, quite wet, hopefully this should work out just fine. So that's another project finished. I started this last weekend and was hoping to crack it out all in one weekend. Monday to Friday this week has been pouring with rain. It's been awful weather. We were lulled into a false sense of security with the last weekend thinking we were going to come into spring. However, the Cornish weather being what it is, it just poured. So, ducking in and out in between showers to add little bits here and there. And then today we finally finished it off. To see this area, how it was last week before we started this, and what a waste it was, to now looking at it, it doesn't even compare. It's now such a usable space. Sam is certainly in the house constantly saying, mud kitchen, mud kitchen. He wants to come out and play with it. We have a chalkboard in the corner there. We have a few utensils hanging up, all are bamboo. How long they last, who knows? But it's only a child's kitchen. You know, if it doesn't last, we replace them. And if not, he can hang other things from them. In the corner here, we have a cupboard, which doubles up as like an oven or a fridge or just a cupboard. We have a 4-burner hob, complete with dials that you can twist. And ultimately, the whole thing is off the ground here. It's in a corner of the garden that wasn't being used. And now it's just so much more functional. It's safe for the children. And the best thing is, the majority of this timber was donated by a fan of the channel. So a big thank you, Jason, to that one. Now, just before I finish this video here today, I've been sent in a couple of items from a subscriber who's also a friend. And this is from Simi. She sent me a torpedo level that has been engraved. Collarburn's Carpentry. I don't know if you can see that one there, which is very handy. And also a carpenter's pencil. Now this carpenter's pencil has a spirit level midway down there, which is a nice little feature. Now, carpenter's pencils, in case you didn't know, they're flat. They're not circular like a regular pencil. And that's for a few reasons. It's measured 1/2 inch and then the thickness is 1/4 inch. And this is to help you space decking boards out, which is kind of fitting. Also being flat, if you're working on a roofing job and you put your pencil down on the roof there, being flat, it's not going to roll away. Also, being this particular shape, it means that you can sharpen the point into lots of different styles to help you with marking out onto boards. So, really grateful to those ones, Simi. It's very kind of you. Now, if you enjoyed these 2 videos here, please give them a like, a thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing generally, please hit subscribe. It really means a lot to see people subscribing to the channel. And have a good day.